This recovered file comes from the hiker's abandoned camera, discovered still recording on its own. The following moments were reconstructed from the final hours of active footage. This is recovered entry number 09. Recovered entry number 09. The camera that kept recording. When search teams found the hiker's camera, it was sitting upright on a rock pointed toward the creek. The battery should have died hours earlier, but the device was still on, still warm, still recording. This is what was found on it. The camera moves on its own. The first minutes show nothing unusual, just the steady stream of water, the sound of distant leaves, the quiet hum of twilight settling. But then, the camera tilts, slowly, deliberately, as if someone nudged it, or picked it up, or was examining it, except no one appears in the frame. The camera turns again, pointing toward the tree line. A shadow crosses the lens. Not a person, not an animal, tall, thin, and impossible to focus on, like the camera itself didn't want to see it. The whisper. At first, the audio is nothing but static. Then a whisper emerges beneath it, layered, distorted, like multiple voices speaking at once. What? He followed the path. He heard us. You're next. A long pause, then turn around, but the camera doesn't move. The footprints return. The camera suddenly shifts downward, focusing on the forest floor beside the creek. At first, there's nothing. Then, a footprint appears, right in the soil, fresh, human-shaped, except there's no leg attached to it, just the print pushing itself slowly into the dirt. Then another, and another, walking toward the camera. Leaves bend under invisible weight. Pebbles scatter. Small twigs snap. Something is standing directly in front of the lens. Something the camera refuses to show. A faint breathing fills the audio. Wet, uneven, close, too close. Then, in a voice that is unmistakably the hiker's, "Help." The lost footage. The footage breaks into heavy distortion, pixel drag, frame tearing, dark shapes moving between trees. Occasionally, a face appears in the glitch, but it's not human, not fully. A long jawline, dark, hollow eyes, skin stretched too tight. Every time the frame stabilizes, the face is gone. In one still frame, lasting less than a second, the hiker appears. But he's standing wrong. Back slightly bent, head tilted unnaturally to one side, arms too long, hands hanging below his knees. He opens his mouth, and the audio spikes into a shriek of static. The map returns, 10:19 to 11:40. The camera tumbles to the ground, landing sideways. Something slides into the frame. At first, it looks like leaves, but then we see it's the hiker's trail map, the one he lost upstream, wet, torn, and covered in new markings. Dozens of spirals, drawn in a shaky, frantic hand, some with 5 branches, some with 6, some still wet with sap, as if carved in haste. But the most disturbing mark is at the bottom corner, a small phrase, "It followed me." Except the writing isn't in the hiker's handwriting, it's in something else's. The entity takes shape. The video shifts again. Something steps between the trees, not fully visible, but its outline is unmistakable. A tall silhouette with bending limbs, arms reaching low, head slightly tilted, the same shape seen in entry number 02 behind the cabin. The same shape reflected in entry number 04, and carved in symbols in entry number 05 and number 06. It moves closer, and as it does, the entire forest seems to inhale. Leaves lift, grass bends, the creek slows. The entity leans close to the fallen camera, close enough that the microphone picks up a faint sound. Almost found you. The camera glitches into black. In one still frame, lasting less than a second, the hiker appears, but he's standing wrong, back slightly bent, head tilted unnaturally to one side, arms too long, hands hanging below his knees. He opens his mouth, and the audio spikes into a shriek of static. End of recovered footage. The recording ends abruptly, but the final GPS ping, captured moments before the battery finally died, came from 2 miles deeper in the forest, past the creek, past the ridge, into an area with no trails, and no reason for anyone to be there, except something wanted the camera there. Something wanted it found. The hiker disappeared, but the camera kept recording. Subscribe now, for entry number 10 will reveal what was waiting in the trees.